Don't forget to get your Helios Pride shirts today. More on them later. It's the gayest time of year. And about 2 years ago, I made a video for the Mondays for a Pride special talking about shows and movies with LGBTQ plus representation. Now, I wasn't reviewing the shows or movies and giving opinions on them besides what I may have heard based on other reactions and to that. But while writing that video and pointed out by my brother at the time, I haven't watched these shows, or at least most of them. So this year, I found the time to actually watch them and kind of talk about them a little more. And I threw in a little new ones to spice things up. This is the current roster of shows and movies. I know, very ambitious. I'm thinking about how with the TV shows, I'll see if it grabs my interest. By which I mean if I want to continue watching the show after 1 or 2 episodes. I won't give in-depth reviews of the TV shows, but rather what I thought of the first episodes and if I recommend giving them a watch. The movies, on the other hand, will get full reviews since I'll have watched the whole thing. I don't think this would be needed to be mentioned, but I'll still mention it. Spoilers incoming. Let's start with the ones I have watched / seen since we last made that video.
Detective.
Lucifer was a show I watched before that video. I loved the crime drama with supernatural elements thrown into it. Obviously, Lucifer's Pan will have sex with anyone, but does end the series loyal to Chloe. Another couple is Maze and Eve. A demon marries the first woman. Season 3 is a little bit of a drag because of the love triangle between Chloe, Lucifer, and Marcus/Cain, but otherwise, a great show.
Oh, Blitzy!
Shut the fuck up!
Now, I haven't watched the latest episodes yet. At the time of recording, I left off on Fizz leaving Mammon. But from what I watched, a great series with great characters voiced by amazing actors, just like...
I'm a bad man who never got enough hugs. Where's an innocent kid I can sell crack to?
Look, Hell is very gay in the Helliverse. I love the songs and I love the story. Can't wait for season 2. Looking forward to it. Our first disappointment. I have a whole video talking about this show. Never touched the second season. Maybe I might look at the Halloween special for this spectacular, but otherwise, this show is a sad attempt at making Scooby-Doo an adult cartoon. But for the too long didn't read, now let's move on to the other movies and TV shows on the list, with ones I added as I was working on other things that fit for this video. But we'll start with...
Hey, it's Aura.
I've not been a big fan of He-Man and Grayskull, but the reboot of She-Ra has been on my list for a while. Most of the LGBTQ plus cosplayers I follow do She-Ra cosplays. And I was first actually introduced to this show via a cosplay done by the cosplayer Non-Binate and their cosplay of Catra. But that isn't relative to my thoughts on the show. I enjoyed the first episode. It set up my interest and I will be continuing it. The designs piqued the interest and I see why a lot of people cosplay these characters. Now the question is, how long will it take me to finish this show? Who's to say?
I am happy.
When I first watched the trailer, I was a bit iffy on if the comedy style was for me. I am a fan of this type of performative comedy like Bo Burnham, but unlike the trailers for his stand-up, I was on the fence. But then I watched it, hooked. It was funny, great, dare I say, iconic.
Who are you? Where am I? Those are the top 2 questions.
After watching the first episode, I'm hooked. Gonna have to finish it. It's also giving Halloween time vibes, which is weird because it has nothing to do with Halloween, or at least to my knowledge, there isn't. So far, it's basically an amnesia mystery puzzle show, or this first episode is setting it up like that. And I guess I'm a mystery puzzle show guy.
How many times have you been in love?
I was watching this for a different Tales of the Backlog video that will be coming out next month, but didn't want to leave it out. It's about 2 women in the 1950s falling for each other. It took a bit to hook me, but once it did, I was all in. This film gave me feelings of nervousness in a good way. I just couldn't help myself not to root for these two to get together. Hi, I'm JustinTime, and if you're a fan of this channel, you might know that I have my own clothing line, which I'm wearing right now. If you're new to the channel, I have a clothing line in the description below called Helios. Now, Helios has a multitude of clothes, and a thing that I wanted to do different from most companies during June is release a Pride line. But it stays up all year. Most Pride collections, I feel, only come out for Pride, and then you kind of don't really hear about it again. But here at Helios, I'm making Helios shields, shirt designs. This is the Helios Pride shield. It comes, right now, so far it comes in the traditional, the trans-inclusive gay men flag, lesbian flag, non-binary, asexual, and at some point, as of recording, they aren't out yet, but we have 3 new flags coming out. We have the polyamory flag, the demisexual pride flag, and the pansexual flag arriving to the store this year. And I will be trying to add the rest of the flags. I do have a lot of flags that need to be added at the moment, and let me know down below any flags that I might miss or might not be on the list. But if you don't want a pride flag and you want something a little more subtle in case you can't really express yourself, we have the Helios Subtle Gay, which is just the word Helios and rainbow. And if you want to be even subtler, we have the Helios Neon design from the basic collection. You might be wondering why I'm showing other collections that we have. It's because everything on the site is 15% off if you use the coupon code HeliosPride. So make sure you head on over to heliosbrand.com and use the coupon code HeliosPride to get 15% off your entire order. Now I want to mention the movies and shows I couldn't find now 2 years later.
Summon my weapon by eating ice cream!
Kind of shocked it wasn't on any of my available streaming services. And I wasn't going to get new streaming services when I'm trying to get rid of the old ones, hence this whole series. I've been wanting to give it a chance again. When I originally tried watching it, it was around the period of time that I wasn't getting hooked by my usual suspects of shows. It's in the same category as Ben 10 Omniverse and Legend of Korra, where I just didn't find them interesting at the time. I hope to find it on physical someday, though it will probably be a DVD instead of Blu-ray, sadly. Why are companies so scared of Blu-ray? I'm waiting for Ben 10 to have its complete series announced, and it's also on Blu-ray. But I digress.
Killing people. No, I'm killing boys.
When I originally made this video, it was on Max. Now it's gone, and I don't have time to find a Blu-ray before this video comes out. Maybe in the coming months, hint hint wink wink wink, I will cover it, but we'll see.
You don't go up there to fish.
You don't know nothing about her.
Same story as Jennifer's Body. Was on Max, now not. But unlike Jennifer's Body, I'm not covering it during the Halloween Spooktacular. It's not even a horror movie.
At some point, you gotta decide for yourself who you gonna be.
Broken Record time. Was on Max, but now not. I'm going to try and find it on Blu-ray or maybe 4K. And we'll maybe return to this next year. So my camera's about to die. I was recording the Helios plug for this video, and I realized that I never recorded another plug. I'm not holding any fundraisers right now or charity streams, but I did link down in the description below some charities that are here to help LGBTQ+, and I'm going to name them quickly because I have them up. We have Equality Florida, the Trevor Project, Americans United, and the Trans Lifeline. Like I said, they're linked in the description below, so if you don't want to buy a Helios shirt, but you would like to send some money somewhere to do good, they're in the description. Back to the video. Now, I had ambitious plans to cover every movie and TV show that I had set in that list, but as a chronic procrastinator and time crunches, I have no time to cover them. But that means that in future Pride specials, we could talk about them more, unless I get to them in future Tales from the Backlogs. So let me know, since my original video, A Gay Ol' Monday, did you watch any of these movies or TV shows? Are you going to check them out now that I've talked about them more in depth than I did in that video? Let me know, and until the next video, I will see you in the future. Bye, guys.